Senator Moran, you have 6 minutes.
Thank you, Laska Hirlik. I'd like to welcome the Minister to the House this evening. I'd also like to welcome the members from the deaf community and members of the Irish Deaf Society here this evening for this very worthwhile debate. I also would like to commend Martin and his Fine Gael colleagues for bringing forward this very important private members' motion, and I know that Senator Keane has been working in this area for many years and indeed brought forward very important comments and motions in his speech in recent weeks on this very issue. At the heart of the motion tonight is recognition and inclusion. As it has been well established at this point, without the legal protection, deaf people face uncertain and limited access to society and are exposed to disadvantages in every aspect of their daily lives. There are a number of government initiatives already in place which seek to promote and enhance Irish Sign Language, which include special schools for the deaf or hearing impaired, and they have been encouraged to use sign language in class. Funding for an ISL weekly home tuition service, whereby deaf tutors visit the homes of deaf preschool children and deaf school-going children to provide training in Irish Sign Language for the deaf children, pupils, siblings and their parents. Funding is also made available through the Special Education Support Services to enable individual teachers and whole school staff to undertake courses in Irish Sign Language, which are available throughout the country. As everyone will be aware, the NCSE published policy advice on the education of deaf and hard of hearing children in Ireland, which was published in February 2012. As with many disabilities and difficulties, early intervention and well-resourced supports is key. A few of the NCSE recommendations have been implemented to date, including the Universal Newborn Hearing Screen programme and information for parents on services available to their children. As with so many during these difficult years, we could do a lot more, or could do a lot with more funding and more attention being paid to this area. As spokesperson for disability and equality, promoting inclusion of the various different groups in our society is at the fore of my work here in the Seanad. I believe one of the most important features of this motion is the attention paid to developing ideas for improved access to public services for users of Irish Sign Language between those in the Irish deaf community and government and department representatives. I have insisted on many different issues that the key stakeholders, the people with the most input, should be those who have the most to gain or lose, as the case may be. In the area of special needs education, I have always advocated that parents of children with special needs should have a seat and a loud voice at the discussion tables, and this situation should be no different. I have never suffered with a hearing impairment, so I'm not best placed to make decisions like those in the gallery. They are the true experts on this subject, and their advice and ideas should be seriously taken into account. As I understand, a meeting will be held on the 14th of November 2013 under the National Disability Strategy and Implementation Plan, and this will focus on Irish Sign Language. I look forward to the results of this meeting, and I would welcome post-meeting feedback from those interested parties here today. Every day, advocacy groups, organisations and charities are doing more with less to serve their members. As a government, we need to think flexibly and innovatively on this subject. The programme for government commits to examine different mechanisms to promote the recognition of Irish Sign Language. While doing research for this speech, I learned a great deal more than I had previously known about the issues facing the deaf community and the ways in which we can assist you in achieving equality of access to services and in other areas of life. I look forward to the outcomes and recommendations of the meeting under the National Disability Strategy next month, and I will continue to work with government colleagues to address the issues raised here today. If I could just also, Laska Hirlik, just recently, as I said, I have never had a hearing impairment, nor do I particularly have come in contact with people with hearing difficulties. But lately, through my involvement with Special Olympics, it came to the fore when we had one of our athletes who came from England, so was fluent in English sign language, moved to Ireland, then himself, he picked up his own way of communicating with a little bit of Irish and a little bit of English sign writing. But people here couldn't understand, and people over there couldn't understand. So he got caught right in the middle of a vacuum. And with the result, you know, you could really see to the fore the struggles that this person. So I can see where it's coming from, where the, you know, the importance of making sure that it is recognised as an official language. So. You know, as I said, you know, it's only when you come in contact, when you see individual things like that, that this is so important. So, as I said, I do look forward to the feedback and continuing to work in this area. Thank you.